My people, what's up? It is Thursday and it is 10 of 6 and it's almost taco time. But I wanted to bring you guys a quick video. Um, this is Whip 2.0. Whip is reborn. Um, I think I went over before. I went with the Emax F3 Magnum stack or something like that. I heard some great things about it and wanted to try it. I knew it was nice and small, wasn't super high, not that I needed it, but I got the Jet 110 frame that I talked about the other day. I started it last night and I just took my sweet time trying to make the motor wires, motor loom, whatever you want to call it, look ass kicking awesome. There was just a tiny amount of room. I've got it wired so freaking snug and perfect that I'm very pleased. The only gripe I would have had is I might have used green on here instead of the blue, but the green I have I don't like. So it kind of has my Evolution build up there somewhere. Focus. It kind of has the color scheme of that, so it's kind of cool. Everything went together super awesome. And where is the stupid remote? It's not stupid. I love it. My buddy Space FPV, I don't know if I talked about before, had given me the Turnigy Evolution to try, slowly weaning myself off of Spectrum. And I'm absolutely in love with the remote. I love how it feels in my hands. I love the gimbal. My only gripe is just I got used to switches a certain way. It's only got the two on the back. I used to have one here on the Spectrum, and then there was one around here that switched my modes. And then, yeah, so. But I find this the easiest to connect to Betaflight with. I've had no luck, it seems, with any quad without getting some help from the guys trying to figure out. You know, I can bind the thing or whatever, and then just trying to get it so it communicates on Betaflight is just an absolute nightmare for me. And I did it all by my damn self. I feel like a big kid now. Yeah, I knew what port to put it on. I put it on the port. I put it on iBus, serial-based receiver, whatever, and then the default thing. And sure as shit, first time, I damn well jumped out of my seat. I'm like, holy shit, I can actually see it. And with this one, with the Turnigy, there's only a couple switches, and it's super easy to figure out which switch is what. And then you don't got to flop any shit around and screw with it. It just, boom, it's there, it's done. So if you're new and you're looking for a remote, and it's been out for a little while, I want to say a year, maybe a little more. But if you're looking for something of ease of trying to plug it into Betaflight, which can be extremely overwhelming, and just setting it up in the remote and setting it up on Betaflight, I find it by far one of the easiest. Again, you know, I'm still super new to this, and I'm still learning and still have a lot of questions and stuff like that, and I'm super stoked. I may cut this down a little bit. I left it long because if I change batteries, the batteries I have now, the kick-ass China Line 650s, the way that they're set up, it loops perfect. I have the wires coming out the front, loops around, catches this. But we'll see. I'm going to go outside and test it out now. I am going to run the Avan. I don't know where the hell I put my props. I'm packed for vacation. I don't know where half my shit is. Let's see. No, I don't see it. No, I can't even. The original whip, the blue props that I ran, I'm going to run those, and I'm probably going to pick up some more because I had to cut those down to fit on the whip because it was smaller, and I can fit that size on this one without doing that. So stay tuned. I appreciate everybody following. Let me know what you think of it. I absolutely love the frame. Very durable. Oh, go back into it. So you can see the receiver, super obvious. It's got the buzzer on the top, which I love. Camera, no brainer. I didn't know which VTX to run. I had the one off of the whip, which is the Turnigy Unify. I think I tried talking about it before and I didn't have it on hand. Let's see here. There we go. So I didn't know which one I wanted to run. It's super easy, 3-wire. It's decently compact. It's a little bit bigger than the VTX 03 that I'm running on this one. And the only reason I'm running that on here is I didn't have a VTX 02. But I actually prefer because this is only going to run 50 milliwatts. I don't need anything crazy on this one because it's not going to go super far. But I liked how this performed. If I can focus without the glare. There we go. I liked how it performed, but it's an absolute pain in the dick to figure out which milliwatt you're on, which channel. You got to follow a bunch of beeps and flashes, and by the time you're done figuring it out, you've had a fucking seizure. So it's a pain in the balls. but it worked on wherever it was at before. I may use it, or one of my buddies is building a couple things, so I may sell this to him. But it is super, super kick-ass and super small. So I molded the VTX into the back. You guys aren't going to believe me, I actually didn't put an LED in this. It had a hole for the buzzer with the 2 LED set up in it, and I kind of shaved. I used the hot glue gun. It was like arts and crafts over here, and shaved it a little bit to fit the VTX in their angle. So I cut a slit on the bottom of the little channel it had so it sits down in it, hot glued it. I routed, I used the glue gun, and opened up the hole a little bit so that stuck out the back. Put some glue in the back there, and I may do something fancy just to cover that up, but you're actually seeing through it. You're seeing the glue on the back. And then I did the cool zip tie trick with a little piece of heat shrink here to keep that from flopping into here, because you know what happens when that happens. And shout to my pops. He actually had some kick-ass heat shrink. I actually liked the look and didn't want to cover it up of the 2 different colors, and I incorporated, see, I'm crazy, but I wanted to incorporate the colors, so he had some clear heat shrink that he had given me a while ago, and yeah, I used it. And for other people that are building, here's a quick little tip, and I learned by accident, sort of, when you do the zip tie trick and leave yourself enough room. I know it seems very common sense, but you can easily overlook that, because if you set it to here and everything's perfect and then it falls, and then next thing you know, you have no space left in here. So I tweaked it. I don't know if you can see it very well. So I cut into the little piece of plastic, so I turned the thing sideways, giving me a little bit of extra room. But with it all the way down, it's not tight, it's not pulling on it, and obviously it's not going to go the other direction, but I can go all the way up straight with it, and it has that flex. So it gives you the room when you smack trees and you're like me and you try to cut every stupid small gap through the power lines and trees. This is just going to fall down and you're good to go, and you're not going to worry about breaking it off. And always keep that wrapped. It's not a condom joke. Focus. Keep that wrapped on the IPEX connector so that bitch doesn't break off or fall off and then you're assed out. But having it done this way also will keep this from completely breaking away. And, you know, if you don't have that attached. But I'm going to go fly it. Enough talk, enough bullshit. I got to pack for vacation. Wife's going to kill me. But this is WIP 2.0. See you guys later.